Good morning. It is so great to be together. Thank you so much for joining us today online as we worship and celebrate our great God. And you know what? It's been an amazing month as we had the opportunity to talk about God's favor in our lives. And by definition, if you remember, God's favor is his over generous and
Long drive, long drive. Better. Yeah.
It's not that.
Screens, I don't know which one is going.
Long drive budget stages.
Sairam, everyone. Welcome to today's program. Just a couple of things of housekeeping note to make here. We will be starting a YouTube live stream, so if you feel uncomfortable and would like to turn your cameras off, please feel free to do so. The other request is to please stay muted throughout the program. We will begin shortly.
Hi, Ram. I offer my humble pronouns and salutations at the lotus feet of our beloved Sai. Sai Ram, and welcome to each and every one of you to this program entitled Reconnecting with Sai. I hope that you and your families are keeping safe and well. My name is Ritesh Anand, and it is my privilege and honor to be co-hosting this event today alongside Bhavini Naik. While COVID-19 pandemic has had a truly devastating human and economic impact, it has also, in many ways, brought us closer together, albeit virtually. This program today is a reflection of that. Over the last year, our lives have changed dramatically, and many of us have lost loved ones, which has been extremely painful. We pray for those we have lost in the last year, as well as those who continue to suffer due to this pandemic. For many of us, the last year has also given us the opportunity to reflect on our lives, the meaning of life, the purpose of life, and what is really and truly important to us. It has brought us closer together to our families, to our loved ones, and reconnected us with old friends and family. It has given us the opportunity to forgive and to forget, to love more and to be kinder. But it has also tested us. It has challenged us to the very core of who we are. Never before have I experienced so much anger, so much frustration, so much fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of losing someone that I love, fear of dying itself. No one knows where this virus came from, and no one knows when it'll end. The only thing we can do is surrender to our dear Sai. Sai Ram.
Thank you, Ritesh Bhai. So it's so nice to see everyone here today. We have so many fond memories of our times in Zimbabwe together with the Sai Center throughout many periods of time since the 1990s when Manjula Gaki and Rose first initiated the Sai Youth Program. We're really grateful to Swami and for technology for bringing us together today. It is so amazing that we're able to connect over distance after so many years. We have approximately 100 people joining us either on the Zoom call or on the YouTube link from at minimum 9 countries across 8 time zones. So thank you for those folks in Perth, New Zealand, and Melbourne on the east and west coast of Australia. I know it's super early for you, and we really appreciate you being here with us today. So just to summarize today's program, we'll start off with opening prayers. We'll go through a few bhajans, and then we'll have a couple of talks. A really exciting thing about this technology and what we're doing today is we will have an opportunity to have a little bit of a social at the end that is post the 1-hour benchmark of the actual program. So those who'd like to stay on and reconnect with folks on this call are most welcome to do so, but we definitely understand if you need to drop off after the Aarti, but we encourage you to stay on. So with that, I'll hand over to Ravi Bhai and Ritesh Bhai to begin with the opening prayers.
Gananam tva ganapatikum havamahe kavim kavinam upamashravastamam jeshtarajam brahmanam brahmanaspatana shrunvannoti visedasadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dinama Vitrayavatu Ganeshaya Namaha सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम निधनपतये नमः निधनपतान्तिकाय नमः ऊर्ध्वाय नमः ऊर्ध्वलिंगाय नमः हिरण्याय नमः हिरण्यलिंगाय नमः सुवर्णाय नमः सुवर्णलिंगाय नमः दिव्याय नमः दिव्यलिंगाय नमः भवाय नमः भवलिंगाय नमः शर्वाय नमः शर्वलिंगाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवलिंगाय नमः ज्वलाय नमः ज्वललिंगाय नमः आत्माय नमः आत्मलिंगाय नमः परमाय नमः परमलिंगाय नमः एतत् सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्पलिंगस्थापयति पाणिमन्त्रं पवित्रम् सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व मां भवोद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकर्णाय नमो बलविकर्णाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्योऽथ घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्र प्रचोदयात् ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिर्ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः पशुपति तनया बाल गजानन तुम हो विघ्न विनाश गणेश तुम हो विघ्न विनाश पशुपति तनया बाल गजानन तुम हो विघ्न विनाश ये शिवनंदन बाल गजानन ये शिवनंदन बाल गजानन विद्या बुद्धि प्रदाता विद्या बुद्धि प्रदाता मंगल कर है मंगल कर है मंगल कर है मंगल कर है सुंदर बाल गणेश गणेश सुंदर बाल गणेश
ओ साई राम मेरे दिल में आ जाना 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 क्यों नहीं हो मगर तुम्हारी ही याद है बात हो कोई भी तुम्हारी ही याद है तुम ही मेरे अंदर हो तुम ही मेरे बाहर हो जब से तुमको जाना है मैंने अपना माना है मगर आना इस तरह तुम के यहाँ से फिर न जाना ओ साई राम मेरे दिल में आ जाना ओ साई राम मेरे दिल में आ जाना जन्म जन्मों का है तुमसे नाता प्रभु है सभी तुमसे ही सब ही तुम समाए हो निराकार प्रभु तुम हो साकार रूप साई सुन लो पुकार हो भगवन तुम ही हर दिल की धड़कन मगर आना इस तरह तुम के यहाँ से फिर न जाना ओ साई
Maybe you'd have to do it on Mum's phone.
में आ जाना ओ साई राम मेरे दिल में आ जाना ओ साई राम मेरे दिल में आ जाना ओ साई राम मेरे दिल में आ जाना
प्रदायनी शांति प्रदायनि मां जननी मां जननी जगत जननी साई मां दया करो साई मां कृपा करो साई मां जय मां जय मां दया करो साई मां जय मां दया करो साई मां मुक्ति प्रदायनी प्रेम प्रदायनी शांति प्रदायनी मां मुक्ति प्रदायनी प्रेम प्रदायनी शांति प्रदायनी मां जननी मां जननी जग जननी साई मां जननी मां जननी जग जननी साई मां दया करो साई मां कृपा करो साई मां जय मां जय मां दया करो साई मां मुक्ति प्रदायनी प्रेम प्रदायनी शांति प्रदायनी मां जननी मां जननी जग जननी साई मां दया करो साई मां कृपा करो साई मां रक्षा करो साई मां
केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना केशवा माधवा केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना जय देवा मधुसूदना केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना नेत्रकमलतल अतीव मनोहर अंतरयामी रघुपरमेश्वर माया मानुष वेश लीलाधर माया मानुष वेश लीलाधर जय देवा मधुसूदना केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो राधा रमण हरि गोविंद बोलो राधा रमण हरि गोविंद बोलो केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना
दानव भंजन राम साई श्यामल कोमल राम दानव भंजन राम साई श्यामल कोमल राम 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 जय राम साई राम राम हे राम राम जय राम साई राम राम दानव भंजन राम साई श्यामल कोमल राम दशरथ नंदन राम साई दया सागर राम दशरथ नंदन राम साई दया सागर दीनों के प्रभु राम साई राम राम हे दीनों के प्रभु राम साई राम राम दानव भंजन राम साई श्यामल कोमल राम
Satya Sai Baba, Satya Sai Baba, Baba, my Lord. Satya Sai Baba, Satya Sai Baba, Baba, my Lord. All I want is your love, my Lord. All I want is your love. All I want is your love, my Lord. All I want is your love. There is joy in my heart. There is love in my heart. There is joy in my heart. There is love in my heart. Knowing you are my Lord, knowing you are my Lord, oh my Lord, oh my Lord, Satya Sai Baba, oh my Lord, oh my Lord, Satya Sai Baba. Come to me, my Lord. Come to me, my Lord. Come to me, my Lord. Come to me,
Thank you for those beautiful bhajans. It was so nice to hear everyone sing again. So next we'll move on to our talks. Gives me great pleasure to welcome our first speaker, who is well known to most of you. Kanti Kaka has been a wonderful guide and guru for many of us. He has inspired us with his satsangs, and it's really an honor to have him here to share his message with us today. Kanti Kaka, feel free to unmute yourself and go ahead.
Sai Ram, everybody, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Right, good. So now I have to speak for 10 minutes, and that's going to be rather short, but still, we'll try something here. First of all, I want to congratulate everybody here, all the organizers for this function. You've done a great job, and I hope it's not the last one, that we'll continue doing this all the time. Whenever there's time available, that's what we'll do. So my talk was supposed to be reconnecting with God. I'm not sure that we ever disconnected from God, but yeah. So reconnecting it means that we're going to get together again. That's what it means to me. And I don't think that we ever disconnected. Yeah, maybe we didn't forget, but we're not aware of it. That's the problem, right? We could never ever be disconnected, because if you ever disconnect with God, then none of us would be here talking or looking at somebody here, right? But I do have a little message here. It's in the form of a bhajan, and that's what I always emphasized on. And I haven't sung for a while, but yeah, I'm going to give it a bash now and see if I can explain this to you. So this bhajan is called Aaj Andhere Mein, means today's darkness. So here we go. Aaj Andhere Mein hai hum insan, Gyan ka suraj chamka de Bhagavan. Means here, oh Lord, today we are in darkness. May you dispel the darkness with your light of knowledge. Bhatak rahe hum raah dikha de, Bhagavan raah dikha de. Dear Lord, we have lost our way in this mundane world. We humbly ask that you lead us on the right path. Kadam kadam par kiran dikha de, Bhagavan kiran dikha de. Show us a ray of light at every step. Inni aankhon ke Prabhu kara de, Jyoti se pehchan, and bless us so that our eyes may recognize your light. Hum to hai santan tihari. Dear Lord, we are your children. Prabhu santan tihari. Teri daya par hum adhikari. Prabhu hum adhikari. Means we deserve your compassion. We deserve your compassion. And please grant us the boon that everyone in this world will be happy. So that is the meaning of this bhajan. I've loved it very much, and it touches our heart. If there is time, then maybe I will sing something else differently, but I'll give everybody a chance now. Oh, I'm just told now that I can speak however long I want to. Okay. So here we are. I got something else to give you. Now, that is the thing. I don't know what happened to that. Just one moment, please. Yes, unfortunately, I can't find my script that I had prepared right now. So I'm going to have to skip it now. So the next person can take over now. It was wonderful seeing you all, but I'll be on here now, right now. Go ahead, please, the next person.
Sairam Kantikaka, and thank you very much for those beautiful words. We will come back to you, so please go and look for your paper, and we definitely want to hear another bhajan. So, you know, it gives me, we'll go to Karen Kaka and then we'll come back to you. So,
okay,
you know,
good.
So please, you're not going to get away with this. Karen Kaka, it does give me great pleasure to welcome you to speak. You know, I remember the long nights that we spent listening to you for hours and hours, and our parents would wonder where had we gone, not knowing that we were actually listening to satsang. And when we were planning this event and we're thinking about the theme for this event, reconnecting with Sai, as Kantikaka says, we were never disconnected. So it is something that we were introduced to Swami, we were introduced to Sai by you, many of us around this table today, by you, Harish Kaka, and Kantikaka. And so it is my privilege to welcome you, Karen Kaka, to say a few words. I'll tell you a little story. We met Karen Kaka a few years ago when I took our family to America. And I told my daughter that Karen Kaka can read your thoughts. He has this magical power, so he can read your thoughts. She was so scared. All she did was chant Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, just in case she had a bad thought. But such is the power, Karen Kaka, that we believe you have. So I welcome you to share some gems. And like Kantikaka, you have more than 10 minutes. So please feel free to share your beautiful message with us, Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. I don't know how I've been nominated to speak for this occasion. But anyway, thank you for wanting to listen to something. And I don't think I'm qualified to do this. At the same time, I must tell you that I'm not clairvoyant, I'm not psychic, I can't see, I don't know nothing. So let me just make that clear, because otherwise you're going to put ideas into people's minds, no? So the topic is reconnecting with Sai, and so aptly put by Kanti Bhai, we've never disconnected. The whole thing was we all came across some kind of a experience with Sai, and that gave us, rather that linked us to that connection. But ultimately, we have to find Sai inside you, within you, because if you don't, then it's going to be a reconnection. Don't reconnect. You've connected already. You connected a long time ago. And that's why we are all come together here today, because we see some connection amongst us. And it's taken phones, laptops, internet to get us connected here. But imagine, to connect with Sai, you don't need any apparatus. You just need you to go inside and you can experience Sai. Swami has given us many experiences, like Ritesh spoke earlier, and you've gone through the hurdles of life, and maybe some you jumped over and some you didn't quite make it, but that's life. That has nothing to do with Sai and you. Your link with Swami is only one. He is the very destination of your journey. And so nothing else matters. Everything can happen out here. Everything. The COVID can come, death can come, bankruptcy can come, money can come, wives can come. Everything can happen. Let it happen. But whatever happens out there has nothing to do with you and your destination, because we are destined to be with Swami. That is our destination. And what better time to get to know that destination now while you are still conscious of life. Because without being conscious of where you are going, it's going to be an accidental drop into the ocean. And you don't want to be accidental. You want to know everything. And what is there to know? The only thing to know is, where are you going? We are going somewhere. We are moving on. We are, each day, each moment, we are moving on. We are going towards that very end we call destination. And destination is none other than Sai. We are going to drop into him. And we have got this opportunity to, excuse me, give me 1 second, sorry. We've got this opportunity to experience this very point consciously, and the way it can be led to us, or the way we can experience that, is inside you. You can only know this inside you. We may lose, again, Kantibai use the word awareness. Awareness is the switch. If you switch off, you're going to disconnect. Keep the awareness switch on, leave it on all the time. There's no need to fiddle with that switch after that. If you've had an experience with Sai, that is your switch. It came on. Don't switch it off. There's no need to, because there's nothing else out here to switch it off. Just keep moving, keep growing, keep at being inside, because outside is only fleeting experiences which will make you cry, laugh, excite, depress. It'll make you do all kinds of things. Inside, the perfection of silence, the perfection of bliss is inside you. All you got to do is just drop in there and remain at the center, and let everything happen outside you, and be not attached to that, but view it, enjoy it in some way, laugh at it if you want to, cry if you want to. It doesn't really matter. The most important thing is not to allow yourself to be moved away from that depth of bliss, that destination, that point we call Sai. Remain in there constantly. And it is possible for you to do this. How am I saying this? I was led to that point. I met Swami. I had an experience with Swami a long time ago. But somewhere along the line, I met this grand person in life that took me to that point. And when I touched on it, I realized that there is no need now for me to go and look for any God outside, because God resides inside. And all it was to just be with it continuously. It's brought me to life here, but it hasn't disconnected me from you. It hasn't disconnected me from anybody, because I still have lots of love to share with you. There's an abundance of love inside you that you can go and give to anybody you want. Just remove the mind and just let that love flow out of you. That's called reconnecting. Rather, it's not called reconnecting. It's called the connection itself. Thank you, Saira.
Sairam, thank you very much, Kiran Kaka. And I suppose when we came up with the theme reconnecting with Sai, perhaps COVID-19 and this pandemic forced us to slow down. It forced us to reevaluate the things that we thought were important. And we were so busy living, or thought we were living, and we defined life in a certain way. So in some ways, COVID and this pandemic allowed us to reevaluate that, and that's what I suppose we meant by reconnecting. It was really a reevaluation of those things that truly mattered to us. Thank you, Kiran Kaka, for those beautiful words. Kanti Kaka, I hope you found your paper. Please, will you continue?
Yeah, I thought I was going to get away, but anyway. So I have a little story to tell you first, and then if there's time, then I'll probably sing another bhajan for you. So the story goes here, there's a little guy called Krishna, and his parents took him and his grandmother's house for a summer break, and they would return home on the same train after 2 weeks. That's what they did annually, all the time. So then one day, this Krishna guy tells his parents, you know, I'm grown up now, and what if I go to grandma's house alone this year? After a brief discussion, the parents agreed. They said, okay, here we are, we're standing on the train now on the station and greeting him and giving him one last tip through the window as Krishna continues to repeat, I know, I've already told you so many times, the train is about to leave, Daddy. So the daddy whispers to him, he says, my son, if you feel bad or scared, this is for you. And he slips something into this little guy's pocket. Now this little boy is alone sitting on the train without his parents for the first time. He looks at the scenery through the window that scrolls around him, and strangers and hustle and making noise enter the exit compartment. He gets there feeling that he's alone. A person even gives him a sad look. So this boy is feeling more and more uncomfortable. And now he's scared. He lowers his head and snuggles in a corner of the seat, and the tears rise to his ears. At that point, he remembers his father putting something in his pocket. So with a trembling hand, he seeks to grope in his pocket and finds this piece of paper. And so he opens it. And what's there? The little paper, a little writing on there said, son, don't worry, I am in the next compartment. That was the note. So when he read that, he felt wonderful. So this is how it is in life, okay? You see, when God sent us into this world all by ourselves, he also slipped a note in our pocket. But we didn't know how to find it. We didn't know how to read it. We didn't know how to recognize it until we had somebody come into our lives and say, guys, this is where you have to go. This is what you have to do. Sit down here and meditate like this. This is where you're going to find the light, right? So all he's telling you all the time that I'm traveling with you and I'm within your reach. All you have to do is call me. So just don't panic. Don't be depressed. It will only affect your physical and mental health. Just trust him and have faith in him. Our God is always with us throughout our journey. So just keep meditating. That's what I'm going ahead with. That's what I'm pointing towards. And I think that is what I shared over the years, for the past 32 years, with everybody that I ever came into my life. And that is what I shared, meditation. And I think that's the only way. There is no other way. All the external things, like Kiran says, doesn't matter. So that is where we have to go. So if there's time, I'll sing another little bhajan, but get somebody else another chance now. Okay?
No, there's always time, Kanti Kaka. Always time.
Okay.
Continue.
So here's another one that I was very, very impressed with. This gentleman here who suddenly 40 years ago lost his son and daughter-in-law, and he was so badly hurt. He has always been a poet, but out from the depths of his heart came this song. And I think it's the very same song. Everybody has probably heard it recently on YouTube. And I was touched by it because I think he truly experienced something so deep to come out of something like that. So the song, it is about love, and it is about a flow of ecstasy. And it says that nothing life is nothing but a story about you and me. See? We have to attain something in order to lose something, right? And we have to lose something in order to find something. Right? So the meaning of life is coming and going. That is the meaning of life. So we have to steal a lifetime from this short life, right? And life is nothing but a short story about you and me. You are the current of a river and I am the shore. In my eyes, there is an ocean with waters of desire. Life is nothing but a story about you and me. The storm has to come and it has to leave as well. The clouds will thunder for a few moments and then it will pass. Shadows remain and the marks remain. Life is nothing but a story about you and me. So here I'm going to sing this and I think you're all going to recognize it. एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों को रवानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. कुछ पाकर खोना है, कुछ खोकर पाना है, जीवन का मतलब तो आना और जाना है. दो पल के जीवन से एक उम्र चुरानी है. जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. तू दार है नदिया के, मैं तेरा किनारा हूँ. तू मेरा सहारा हूँ, मैं तेरा सहारा है. आंखों में समंदर है, आशाओं की पानी है. जिंदगी हो कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. तूफान को आना है, आकर चल जाना है. बादल है कुछ पल का, चाकर ढल जाना है. पहचाने रह जाती निशानी है. जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है. जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी kahani hai. And that's what life is about. Story about you and me. And that's how it's going to carry on. It's been like that for thousands of years, and that is how it's going to be. What counts is yours and my experiences. That is all we can think about. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, and thank you very much, Kantikaka. We could listen to you for hours. And in fact, we could have just a session listening to you and Kiran Kaka. And perhaps we'll plan that. As you said, this is the beginning, this is not the end. And we hope that when things return to normal, whatever normal looks like, that we will continue to connect in this way. Because it gives me so much joy listening to you and to Kiran Kaka. And it almost takes me back so many years. I'm going to ask Harish Kaka to sing another bhajan. And I'm also going to pre-warn Kiran Kaka, because we'd like Kiran Kaka to sing a bhajan. It would be nice to hear Kiran Kaka sing. So, and then we'll have Aarti. So if you bear with us, I think we're on time. We've got 10 minutes left. The official program was 1 hour. So if I can ask Harish Kaka to sing a bhajan followed by Karen Kaka, and then we'll have Aarti. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, everyone. Thank you, Ritz. And it is an absolute pleasure to see everyone. I do have a song, and the words are what is really, really important, because it is the connection. But what is the connection and the source? What does the source do for us? And looking at all the faces here and the memories, personally for me, there's a lot of students who have now become my teachers. They are teachers that I see there that have become students, because we are all learning from each other. We are reconnecting and connecting and reconnecting and reconnecting. So I offer my humble salutations with love and reverence to each and every one of you, and obviously our beloved divine being, whoever we feel is within us. This song is dedicated to the divine. Tu nahi, to main nahi, mere Bhagwan main nahi. Tu nahi, to main nahi, mere Bhagwan main nahi. तेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम, मेरा जीवन है तेरे ही नाम. तू नहीं तो मैं नहीं, मेरे भगवान मैं नहीं. ये फूलों की खुशबू तुम ही हो, ये ज्ञान की ज्योति तुम ही हो. ये फूलों की खुशबू तुम ही हो, ये ज्ञान की ज्योति तुम ही हो. दिन करके उजाले तुम ही हो, जगमगाते सितारे तुम ही हो. तू नहीं तो मैं नहीं, मेरे भगवान मैं नहीं. मेरी आशा कि तुम हो किरण, हर पल में हो तुमसे मिलन. मेरी आशा कि तुम हो किरण, हर पल में हो तुमसे मिलन. तेरे नाम से मेरा जीवन हो, तेरे नाम से मेरा मरण हो. तू नहीं तो मैं नहीं, मेरे भगवान मैं नहीं. ओ बुद्ध सौराष्ट्र महावीर, मेरे मन में रहे तेरी तस्वीर. हे दीनों के तुम सहारे, जीवन पार करा दो मेरे साईं. तू नहीं तो मैं नहीं, मेरे भगवान मैं नहीं. तेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम, मेरा जीवन
ये तेरे ही नाम, तू नहीं तो मैं नहीं, मेरे भगवान मैं नहीं।
Sai Ram, Harshika, what a beautiful bhajan. What a beautiful bhajan. Karen Kaka, Sai Ram.
Spot, you know, I never get ready for anything. I even right now I have no idea what I want to sing. But okay, if you want me to, I'll sing. Deva, Priya Deva, Sai Deva, Dayamaya, Vibhuti Sundar, Sashanta Shekhar, Sai Shankar, Daya Karo, Sai Shankar, Daya Karo, Deva, Priya Deva, Sai Deva, Daya Maya. Gokul Nandan Sai Gopala, Raghukul Bhushan Sai Rama, Prema Jana, Prema Jana, Daya Karo, Deva, Priya Deva, Sai Deva, Daya Maya, Guru Deva, Sai Deva, Daya Maya, Daya Maya, Guru Deva, Priya Deva, Sai Deva, Daya Maya. Not too good with technology, so thank you, Saira.
Thank you very much, Karen Kaka. Paveen.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. To close out the session, we will do the Aarti now, but stick around after for a short vote of thanks and instructions for the social. Sorry, I think we're having a sound issue. We'll start that again.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Satya Sai Hare, Bhakta Jana Samrakshak, Bhakta Jana Samrakshak, Bhakti Maheshwar स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपणे आश्रित कल्पनतीका आश्रित कल्पनतीका आपद्बांधवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता गुरुदैवमु पर्यन्तयुनीरे स्वामी पर्यन्तयुनीरे नाथ ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाथ ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्राशयन ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ओ साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा वंदन हारति अंधुको वंदन हारति अंधुको वंदन गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
Sai Ram. I'd like to thank Swami, our beloved Swami, for giving us this opportunity to come together today. I'm amazed at how quickly the hour has gone, and in fact, my heart desires for more. I want more. But I thank Swami that he's given us this opportunity to come together today. Secondly, I'd like to thank Brother Ravi. In London, we call him Ved Ed because he's chants Vedam so beautifully. So thank you, Ravi, for such wonderful chanting. Thirdly, I'd like to thank the bhajan singers, Brother Anjay, Reena Kalidas, who was a little baby when we left Zimbabwe, and look at what a beautiful voice she has, just like her father. Absolute wonderful, talented, and so proud of you, Reena. You sang well. To Harish Kaka, to Kunal, who is actually in Perth. So he's got up at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 2 a.m. in Perth. And so it shows you that for God's love, for Swami's love, just to connect, to see everyone here, he's willing to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So thank you, Kunal, for beautiful bhajan. And finally, Nimi, I don't know where you live, so I hope it's a reasonable hour wherever you are. But thank you very much for participating. To our speakers, Kanti Kaka, it's been many, many years, maybe more than 20 years since I heard you speak, since I heard you sing. And it's around this time, Mahashivratri, that we had a wonderful experience in Bulawayo Sai Center. And I remember that experience. And so it's so nice to see you today and to hear from you. To Kiran Kaka, again, beautiful. I could listen to both of you speak for hours. So thank you so much for sharing your experiences with us. I'd also like to thank the inspiration behind this event today, and someone who has worked tirelessly behind the scenes. I hadn't spoken to Rupa for 20 years. I'd forgotten what she even looked like, to be honest. And in the space of 3 weeks, and I'm not joking, but in the space of 3 weeks, Rupa, Bhavini, Anjay, and myself came up with the idea. In fact, the inspiration came from Bhavini and Rupa, I think after Henry's memorial. And they came up with this idea, can we put this event together? And they thought about 27th of March. And I said, that's too far. I can't wait till the 27th of March. Can we do it sooner? And look, with Swami's grace and blessings, the event took place today. But I really want to say thank you to Rupa. She hasn't changed in 20 years. And she did, as always, behind the scenes. She never really wanted to show her face or be in the front of anything. So Rupa, thank you very much. And Sai Ram.
Go Canada,
and
go
finally,
Canada.
And finally, I want to say, thank you to each and every one of you. It is you that makes this event special. Just seeing all the faces, Primesh Rana in Canada, there's so many faces, Arvind Kara, it's so many to name. So I don't even want to get into trouble by not naming, but thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for participating today and for joining in. And we hope, this is for you, right? This is an opportunity for us to reconnect with each other. It's not so much reconnecting with Sai, because as Kanti Kaka said and Kiran Kaka said, if we had lost that connection, we'd be dead, right? So we're clearly not dead. So it's really an opportunity for us to reconnect with each other. And so if you've been inspired in any way by today and you wish to do something, please get in touch with either Rupa, Pavini, Anjay Bhai, or myself. And, we would happily put forward those ideas and act on those. So again, I want to say thank you. I got shivers. In fact, I was lost for words when we started. And I want to say thank you to everyone for participating. And we hope that you will stay on. I'm going to hand over to Bhavini, who's going to give some details of, you may want to speak to and connect individually for all of us to talk at the same time. As we all know, with Zoom doesn't really work. So I'm going to hand over to Bhavini, who will tell us how the breakout rooms will work. And Sai Ram, and Sai Ram to everyone. It's so lovely. Jai Sai Ram.
Sairam, I echo Ritesh Bhai's sentiments. It is so nice to see everybody again. It almost feels like we're in the same room. So really excited to have been able to put this together and see all of you and connect in the one thread that bonds us together, and that's Swami. That said, we'll be switching off the